Namaskar. It's my privilege to be with you in the inaugural ceremony of this IEEE International Conference being hosted by the Quantum University. Dignitaries sitting on the dais, delegates, participants, faculty members, persons from press and media, and dear students. The theme of the conference happens to be the fourth industrial revolution. The fourth industrial revolution is something which has not left anybody, any living thing on this earth, any living species on this earth, including flora and fauna. Whatever we see around us, everything is getting engrossed in the, either in a positive way or negative way, in this fourth industrial revolution. There are various ideologies, there are various schools of thought. There are some proponents of technological advancement, which is primarily revolving around the computer-centric developments, penetration of internet, and digitization of the processes, integration of machine to machine, and we call it as a development of various cyber physical systems. I am basically a mechanical engineer. If you look into the various domains of engineering itself, you will find that everybody wants to have the technological advancement, but the advancement of the information technology, communication technology, that has surpassed the rest of the advancements. It appears so. I don't say that it has happened, but it appears so. Especially in a country like ours, which is having around 130 crore population, we find that all the youth of the day wishes to opt for their career in the computer science and related domains. A lot of studies are available which forecast the requirement of the manpower in these respective domains, be it IoT, be it data science, be it cyber security, be it blockchain technology, or many more things in the series. But the youth has developed a perception that it is the computer science and the allied domains which are going to rule this whole civilization and whole of the world, which is not true, and that's not the correct perspective. I wish to call upon all the members of the engineering fraternity belonging to various domains to please put their best of the effort to ensure that the best of the minds of the day do not get restricted to the computer science and allied domains just because these are appearing to be much more fetching domains. My colleague sitting on the dais, Professor Sharma from the computer science background, may have certain differences in what I am seeing, but I am a firm believer that sustainability is something on which every advancement will be finally converging, and we have to ensure that this planet Earth remains a livable planet. Otherwise, the kind of burden which we have put on this planet Earth, we have not left even the space, we have not left even the atmosphere around us. Even for getting a pure air, we are now looking for the air purifiers in the homes. You are fortunate to be a part of this particular location which does not have that kind of pollution. But in the metropolitan cities which are highly crowded, we find that the smog is a problem, breathing is a problem. It means the survival itself has become, it is getting challenged. So we as a part of the technological fraternity, we have to see that the sustainability is something which is always on the top of any technological advancement. Whatever we perceive, whatever we wish to do, we have to ensure that the ecology, the environment, the surrounding, which has brought us all up to this stage, should not get imbalanced. Industry 4.0 is a buzzword, but the implications are visible now. There are a lot of studies which indicate the number of job losses. Even the most developed economy like that of US that is getting challenged, and there are reports available which say that significant and sizable number of jobs are likely to be lost because of the substitution of the human being in the various operations. The technological advancement, which is visible, which is realizable in the form of artificial intelligence, remote manipulations, virtual operations, having the processes which can be carried out even without the human intervention. They may be appearing to be very good, they appear lucrative, and they may be worthwhile for those who are inventing and developing them. But at the end of the day, the population of this earth needs something to sustain and survive. We have to ensure that the Industry 4.0 gets embedded with the additional concerns. Number one, that human involvement has to be ensured to the largest possible extent, because the cyber physical systems alone will never be in a position to give you a sustainable solution and make this continue with the same kind of lifestyle as we are in today. Number two, the technological advancements have to be resilient. Say there has to be sufficient degree of tolerance in them. They should be accommodated. Then on the top of it, it is the sustainability. See, it's a worldwide concern. We have sustainable development goals being laid down by the United Nations. But these are not the goals only on the piece of paper. These are different goals which are the issues of concern today. We may survive without internet, but we cannot survive without pure air. We cannot survive without potable water. The hunger is something which needs to be targeted. So the industrial revolution, the development, Industry 4.0, which may get translated into Industry 5.0 in due course of time, because of these three typical interventions, that the concern for involvement of the human being in the operations, the technological advancements being resilient, and the sustainability that will translate this Industry 4.0 to 5.0 in due course of time, and nobody can stop it, because we cannot survive and sustain with these kind of virtual operations alone. The youth of the day needs jobs. You need something to survive. You need something for your livelihood. So we need to create the opportunities for that as well. Especially in a country like ours, which is a pool of the intellectual human resource, we have best of the minds available. The undergraduate education needs to be taken care of, and we have to ensure that those who are aspiring to be part of this revolution, they have this feeling at the back of their mind. Do not presume that you can survive without physical infrastructure. Do not presume that you can survive without the means of transportation. Do not presume that you can survive without metallurgy sector. You need to have all sectors. You need to have the reasonable balance of the chemical engineering, mechanical engineering, electrical engineering, electronics and communication, and computer science on the top of it, which appears to be offering you a white-collar job opportunities. So everybody wishes to go for it, and also it gives you an opportunity to exponentially grow your capital. That's why we have entered into an arena where the service sector has started dominating the economy of this particular country. The manufacturing sector has taken back seat. Agriculture has reasonably lost its share. So these are the issues of concern. We should deliberate on all these things. I have seen in your proceedings at this record book which has been opened just now, that there is a typical session on sustainability. So please keep it in your mind while you deliberate that what is going to be the implication of what you aspire for, what you are doing, because it should not have any kind of negative implication on the living being. Even the imbalance which we may create in terms of the survival of various species, that may also be endangering ourselves in due course of time. So we need to have a focus on strengthening agriculture sector for a country like ours, followed by manufacturing sector in order to have a strong economy, and the service sector has already taken a lot of share, so that can be continued continue with the same pace, but if we strengthen agriculture, if we strengthen manufacturing, definitely we'll be in a position to strengthen the common mass and the common man of the common person of this country. So in specific context to the Indian situation, especially for the educational institutions of this kind, it's very important that the students must have this as a point of concern. This should always be a point of deliberation, that what we are doing, what is the effect of it? Is it really worthwhile to go on with this? Rest assured, whatever penetration internet has done, it is bound to bring the changes. It will bring in accountability. It will bring in transparency, because the data sharing opportunities are there. But at the same time, you have to see who is going to capitalize on your data. We keep on searching Google, various things, but there is somebody who is keeping an eye over what you do, so that third eye need to be taken care of. So as a part of the technological community, it's our responsibility to ensure that whatever we do, that is being taken care of holistically, and the sustainability is on the top of everything. And I hope during these different sessions in this conference, you'll be having deliberations, but please do ask every presenter, does it have any adversity for the civilization as such, humanity in particular, and the living species again in general? And then only try to accept it or request for further modifications, further studies, so that it becomes a friendly technology. So with these words, I congratulate the organizers and hope that the deliberations during different sessions will be fruitful one. I thank the Quantum University for giving me this opportunity to come to this place. It's the first visit for me to this university, and I have seen that you have a beautiful infrastructure, good number of students, and wish you all the best. Thanks for inviting.
Thank you so much, sir, for your enlightening words on technological